Hello everyone. Welcome back to Pouring My Art Out. We're going to do something cute and something that I'm going to use. We're going to use my little sphere, and I have these succulents here. Pretty little mix. I'm going to use these colors. This is a bronze. This is a gold. I'm going to use a black in between these two colors. And then I'm going to mix these two colors for the final layer. And this is going to be for my stand because this is round on the bottom. So we're going to make a little stand as well. Alright, so let's just get started. I'm going to get my bronze mixed up. And these colors go perfectly with my color scheme. So that's why I'm using them. And I want these pretty opaque. Pouring it in this cup because I don't want to have to clean mica out of this one. Now this is obviously going to have to be in stages, otherwise it's going to flash cure. And I don't want that. It's not pretty. So be careful of your levels, unless you're using deep pour. And even deep pour in this one, I'm not sure would actually work. If you were pouring the whole thing. Which I'm not, because I want layers. I'll give this a good mix. Let me pause you for a minute. This is going to take a minute to mix, so I'll be back. Alright, we're back. I am going to give this a little spray. I cleaned it out, but there's all kinds of stuff on it. Not inside, but on the outside. Give you a little spray. And I'm going to carefully pour this in the bottom. Make sure it doesn't splash up anywhere. We don't want any little balls in the other colors. Uh-oh. It did splash up. Let's see if I can get it. Without making a mess. There we go. Nope, there's some here too. Because you will see that in the next layers. We don't want that. I'm going to mix up a little bit more and do a layer in here. make sure I get the right color. That would be awful. All right. There we go. And give this a mix. I wonder if I have enough to do the whole thing, because I really do want it in the bronze. It's probably going to be 2 different colors. Let's see. Do this a scrape. Almost time to break in some new sticks. This one's getting funky. Excuse me. All right. That may be thick enough. I mean, enough resin to make this as thick as I want it. I will have to trim the top or the bottom, because it will be sharp, because I'm not filling it all the way. I just love this bronze. It's so pretty. Very metallic. So is the gold. I got them together with a silver, but I long ago used all my silver. So I definitely need some more metallic silver. Alright, let's give this a spray, because this tends to have bubbles in it. Now this one, since I'm just doing one color, I'm not concerned about splashing up, because that can just be trimmed off. Let's get as much down there as I can. Push all this to the side. Now again, I don't want to push this over this. And it's not so far. But I do want to get some of this cleaned up so it doesn't look so yucky. Could use my little spatula, but I'm lazy. I don't want to get it. Alright, and that's actually the thickness of the stand that I want. So that's good. Yay, that worked out. Alright guys, wait for this to cure. This is all set. Just watch for bubbles. And I will be back when this cures for the next layer. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is cured enough for me to do the next layer. And that's going to be the black. I'm going to pour this in another cup. Again, I don't want to clean out mica powder because I'll never get it all out of my reusable cup. We're going to get as much out as we can. The less I have to clean, the better. Plus, we don't want to waste any resin. Just scraping that all out. Mixed up about 4 ounces. And I'm going to mix it with this because it's time to retire it anyway. My good old stick. That's all nice and seasoned. Get another baby wipe. Love baby wipes. Gotta love them. Okay, let's put in some black mica. And this is from Let's Resin. Came in a bundle pack. Hard to get it open with gloves on, y'all. Alright, so a good amount. And let's get that stirred. I don't like these cups because there's a lot of ridges and stuff, but they're so inexpensive. And when you need them, you need them. I have some disposable measuring cups coming, but they're a lot better quality. So I actually do like to clean those out as well. I can clean them out maybe once or twice, and then they're disposable. So let's get this nicely mixed up. That's more of a gray, but that's okay. It'll still work. It's shiny, so that's good. Make sure that's nicely mixed up because there's like a groove in the bottom of this cup. I want to make sure there's nothing stuck down there. And make sure all that's up here so I can see it. That mixes nicely. All right, I think that's ready. Really no need to clean that off because it's done for. Okay, let's get this poured without splashing if we can. And I think we did that much. I don't think there's any splashing yet. The dismount is the dismount is the hardest. I was looking at the camera and splashed. Okay. Now I don't see it. Oh, yes I do. Okay, got it. Here we go. So far, those 2 layers. That black has some gold in it. That's interesting. Does it say anything? No, it just says black. I see a lot of gold. Huh. All right. Let's let that cure. And then on to the next layer, but that will be in the morning. Because it is almost midnight and I'm tired. All right, guys, we will see you soon. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. Time to do the gold that has cured. So I'm going to mix up some gold. Again, I'm doing it in a different cup. And this time I mixed up 3 ounces. Because it has less space to cover. I want to make sure I have enough showing of these 2 colors mixed together. All right, let's get this mixed up. There is something black in there. Let's see if we can figure that out. Come here, you. Gotcha. All right, let's get this mixed. This metallic gold is really pretty also. I'll have to make 2 batches of it to fit in this cup. There we go. And let's pour. mix up another batch. Should have been ready. Feel free to fast forward me, guys, if I'm boring you. But I just want this to be really pretty. It's going on my coffee table. For everyone to see. And since you know how it is, if you make something, you want everyone to ooh and all over it. So, that's why we're taking our time a little bit. Now, we are going to have to use some ingenuity here and some crafting construction. Right here. This is my plug. Can you all see that? I think it's pretty clever. I'm going to put that down in the middle because I want about the circumference of that empty to be able to put my succulents in. And then I'll just pour clear resin in there to, of course, make them permanent. Hopefully I can get that out. But I weighed it down with sand so that it wouldn't float or anything. And I was waiting for this layer because that's about how deep I need it. And I will have to pour around it to do the last layer, which should be really fun. All right. It's nicely mixed up. Let's pour. And that's good. There we go. Now, let's hope this works. Let me make sure I can get it in the center and stay. Well, so far so good. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't topple over. But it looks like it's just going to stay right there. Wait for this to cure. And then do the last layer. We'll do that in a couple hours. Interesting. I might have to use this thing again. Can you guys see that? Is that on frame? The things you gotta do and the things you have to think up, sometimes it hurts your brain. There we go. Stay. All right. Huh. Okay, it's staying. I'll see you guys next time. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're here for the last layer. This is a huge project. I mean, it's not huge, but it takes forever. All right, let's get some mica powder in there. As I said, I'm going to be using 2 colors. This brick color, which I really like. Mostly the brick, I think. I'm excited, guys. I have some packages coming. Very excited. And a little bit of this. There we go. Handy dandy baby wipes. All right, let's get this stirred up. See what color we got going on here. Pretty, pretty. Put the peach in because it adds some shimmer. It's really pretty. Even on its own, it's pretty. But that's a pretty color, huh? Yeah, this is going to be a little tricky, to say the least. I dumped the sand out because I could, because it was already weighted down with this layer. It was cured. I dumped it back in my container because there was nothing wrong with it. Okay, let's get this going. And I don't want to pinch it because it will break the seal. That's why it's going to be tough. But we're just going to try our best. It's okay if I get some on this plastic here, because it will just peel off. Which is a good thing because I'm getting lots on there. I think that's as full as I want to go. I do have another project going, just a little fun one. So we wait for this to cure and then we see what we got. Pretty exciting. Those colors are beautiful. All right, I'll be back. Hello everyone. Let's go ahead and get this demolded. How pretty. No bubbles. That's the stand. All right. Let me get a couple things and we'll move on to that. Hey everyone. Let's get this big guy out now. From what I remember, these are not easy to get out. So we're going to spray. If I can roll it down. Suckers are hard. Oh. All right, here we come. Oof. Not easy, guys. Knocking everything over with my little horn here. There. All right. Well, that's pretty. I don't think I can get this out, but there is a little change of plans. I'm not going to fill this. I'm going to cut it off. So let me take care of that, because I'd also like to be able to use it as a vase. So I'm going to cut this off and sand that. But that is really pretty, guys. All right, I'll be back.